Hi, Mick here from the Can-Am X team. If you haven't already heard, Chad McKay, our Australian X team pro rider, has just won the Finke Desert Race for 2011. This is the bike that he actually won the event on. It's the same bike that he came second in last year by about 83 seconds. I thought I'd give you a little bit of a rundown on the bike itself, so you know just how standard you can race these bikes and still be very competitive at the top level. There aren't many changes that we made to the bike. It's a early 2010 model DS450 XMX. The only things that we've really done to the bike since last year are we put a different race loom on there, which is from the race team in Canada, so it's a completely different wiring harness. We've put new chain and sprockets on here. The graphics kit, everything else is the same, even running the same tyres as we did last year. And the bike just goes to show just how competitive these machines are in very standard form. Back in early 2010 when we first got the bike, the original build was done by Adam Semensma at Quad Squad over in Victoria. He went through and ported the head, put a slightly higher compression piston in there, not massively high, but just slightly higher, and basically did the setup of the machine. Last year in Finke we ran an aluminium sprocket protector, a genuine Can-Am part. This year we decided to save a little bit of weight. We just run the standard DS450 XMX plastic sprocket protector, and I'll tell you what, it did a really good job. They're very cheap as well, so you're probably better off just running those plastic sprocket protectors and keep rolling them over regularly. Another thing you might notice if you recognise the bike from last year is we're not running handguards this year. Chad didn't seem to think that he needed them, and there's not a lot of room for the mounts on these flex handlebars once you put the race loom on, with all these different switches and everything that come with the race loom. So we ran without the handguards, but in all honesty, when you look at pictures like this of Chad's body after the second day of racing, all of the pitting from the roost of the two-wheelers going past or as he went past them, I really think next year we'll probably put the handguards back on. Apart from the Fox float shocks at the front and the podium shock at the rear, which is the same shocks as we ran last year, haven't been serviced yet, so it just goes to show how reliable they are. There's really nothing else on the bike that we've really changed. The pipe is the same type of pipe that we ran last year. It's the Motorworks large canister race pipe. We've still got the one from last year, it's just on a different bike. So we had a new one sitting in the box, so we thought we'd put a fresh pipe on. Otherwise we would have been running the same Motorworks pipe from last year again. The ITP whole shot tyres, same tyres, exactly the same tyres as we ran last year. Same rims as last year, the Fury rims. The only reason we run the Furies instead of the standard rims, apart from the fact that they're quite cheap rim and we're sponsored by Ostraco, who bring them in and own the Fury name, we need the 9-inch rims for the rear, where the DS450 XMX comes out standard with an 8, and we run the standard 8-inch rims generally for motocross on Chad's bikes anyway. This is just a bit of an example of these tyre heights. This is the GNCC ITP tyres that we ran in Finke. This is the standard DS450 XMX rim with a whole shot tyre on them. As you can see, the 18-inch tyre as opposed to the 22 gives you a little bit more ground clearance underneath the machine. Plus it also makes a bit of a plusher ride and helps us get up to those higher speeds in the fast road sections. The front bumper and rear grab bar this year are bone stock. The Nerf bars, 2010 Nerf bars with the netted heel guards, they're bone stock. We took the bash plate off of the bottom of the bike this year. We didn't think we needed that, and it turns out we didn't. It was fine. But one of the few things we have changed on the bike is the seat cover. We've decided to put a gripper seat cover on just to help Chad stay on the bike a little better as he's accelerating in the high-speed road sections. And the hump seat from Quadtech is quite a good one. It comes with the cover and the foam, and it's got this little kick in the back of the seat just to help hold you forward and also to help you locate yourself on the seat. So when you're going through the rough stuff and you've got to drop down to the seat to go around a corner, you can feel exactly where you are on the bike more easily. Last year we set this bike up the same as we do all of Chad's race bikes, with a lowered subframe from BRP Race Department. Now you can get these lowered subframes from other companies. BCS is one of them over in North America. So if you look them up, they're a great thing. If you're a little bit of a shorter rider and you like to get a bit lower to the pegs, or if you just like a lower centre of gravity, all it does is it's a standard lowered subframe, but they just move a couple of these mounting points so that it actually pivots the lowered subframe down a little bit, so it's actually lower at the back. Same height at the front, but slightly lower at the back. Can make it a little bit tricky to mount your exhaust system, but you can get them to fit, and Motorworks are now making a pipe specifically for these lowered subframes. even though the Finke Desert Race is classed as a desert race, it's really a sprint race. This is why a lot of motocross riders do extremely well when they go up to Finke, even their first time. This was Chad's second race and he did exceptionally well. This is 2 years in a row he's been on the podium, second last year and first this year. And it just goes to show that the DS450 XMX is an absolute Finke Desert champion.